What's up, gals and pals? It's your boy Vino, and welcome back to 60-Second Cocktails. Ladies and gentlemen, last week in preparation for Cinco de Mayo, I brought you guys 3 different tequila cocktails, one using Blanco, one using Reposado, and one using Añejo. So this week, we're gonna switch things up a little bit and use tequila's smoky cousin, Mezcal. Now tequila is technically a mezcal because mezcal is any spirit made using the agave plant, and tequila uses blue agave. Now mezcal is an old Aztec term that basically it describes the tradition of making spirits out of maguey, which is agave. And what they do is they take the plant, they cut off the stem, they cut off the roots, and you're left with what the heart, or what's called the piña. And the reason they call it that is because it looks like a pineapple. And then they roast that, and that's where you get your smoky notes from your mezcal. And then after they roast it, they crush it, they separate the fiber from the juice, they ferment it, and bada bing, bada boom, you got yourself a mezcal, right, folks? There's other stuff that goes into it, but you know, this is not a history channel here. This is a cocktail channel, all right? Anyway, folks, look, this particular mezcal, Vida, is one of the more popular mezcals in the market. It was launched in 2010, and it's really delicious. It's got some great smoky notes. It's got some beautiful earthy notes and stuff. So I mean, it's really delicious in a cocktail. So we're gonna go ahead and make 3 different cocktails with this bad boy. So make sure you stick around, because we're gonna boogie down. All right, so like I said, today we're gonna make 3 different cocktails using mezcal, and the first one is called a King's Ransom. All right, so let's look at what is in the sauce. The first thing we're gonna need is an ounce of our mezcal. All right, I'm using Vida, but you guys can go ahead and use whatever mezcal you have, all right? The next thing we're gonna do is use one of my favorite liqueurs, and that is green Chartreuse. We're gonna do 3/4 an ounce of green Chartreuse. All right, it's gonna add some amazing herbal notes to go along with those smoky flavors. So that's gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to see what this will taste like, all right? The next after that, you're gonna want 3/4 an ounce of Saint Germain, which is gonna add some nice, sweet, flowery notes. So this is gonna have some nice flavors going on. I'm really digging it. It's a very reminiscent of one of those kind of last word riffs, all right? Then we're gonna do 3/4 an ounce of lemon juice, all right? Let's go ahead and get our lemon juice. All right, there you go. All right, so all I'm gonna do now is add some ice to my shaker, and I'm gonna shake this bad boy up. All right, so I shake that for about 10 to 15 seconds. Whoop, wait, that almost worked, that almost fell apart. 10 to 15 seconds. All right, so I think we gave that a nice healthy shake. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my glass. I'm gonna be serving this in a Nick and Nora. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be rimming this with a chili lime salt, which I have here. I picked this up in the Trader Joe's, and it shouldn't be too hard for you guys to find. And it is really, really good stuff. So we're gonna add a little bit of some spice to the cocktail, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and rim this up real nice like. All right, look at that. Ain't that pretty? All right. Now, because the glass was chilling, it picks up the stuff really quickly. I don't need to add like any simple syrup or anything like that, or any lime right there, all right? So let's go ahead and pour this into our glass. I'm gonna double strain that. Here we go, folks. Ooh, smell that smokiness. I smell that green Chartreuse. Oh, it's just on the nose, it's beautiful. The smells are beautiful. All right, there we go, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and there it is, our King's Ransom. All right, so you guys know the drill. I'm gonna put that cocktail to the side, and we're gonna try all 3 of them at the end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that, all right, folks? Now, the next cocktail we're gonna make is called a Rising Sun cocktail, all right? So let's look at what is in the sauce, all right? The first thing we're gonna need is 1.5 ounces of our mezcal, all right? Beautiful. All right. Then the next thing we're gonna want is 3/4 an ounce of freshly squeezed grapefruit juice. Right. Now, grapefruit juice and tequila just go so well together, or mezcal, whatever you want to call it. They just go so well together, and I'm imagining this is going to taste delicious. All right. The next thing you're going to want is 1/2 ounce of lime juice, which I'm very low on, but hopefully we have 1/2 ounce in here. All right, beautiful. Time to squeeze some limes. And then you're gonna want 1/2 ounce of Maraschino Liqueur, this is exciting because I love Maraschino Liqueur and the nutty flavors that it adds to a cocktail, so this should be nice. All right, so 1/2 ounce of your Maraschino Liqueur. All right, and then you're just gonna want a pinch of salt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab a little bit there. There you go, here's your pinch. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some ice to my shaker. And beautiful, all right? Now you're gonna wanna go ahead and shake that 10-15 seconds. All right, folks, I think we gave that a nice healthy shake. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my glass, which is I'm gonna be using a coupe, which I had chilling like a villain in my ice. And then we're gonna go ahead and just pour this into our glass. All right, again, you know, I'm getting those smoky notes that are very nice on the nose. All right, folks, I think that's all we're gonna get out of our shaker. So let's go ahead and put this to the side, right there. And then, I got a little sneak peek at the cocktail. And then I'm gonna go ahead and garnish that with a lime wheel. And there we have it, folks, our Rising Sun cocktail. All right, folks, so the last cocktail we are making is called a Tiger Lily. Now, this one is actually built right to the glass. So I got my highball here, chilling like a villain. And I'm just gonna go ahead and fill that with some ice, all right? And then the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna garnish it with I have a little pineapple frond here. I'm gonna put that in now before it fills up with a beverage, all right? And then I have a little additional garnish, which I'll add later, right now. So the first thing we're gonna do is look at what's in the sauce, and we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of our Mezcal, making its final appearance of the night. All right, lovely. And then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of pineapple juice. Now, I am a huge fan of Mezcal and pineapple juice. I have a cocktail called the Poker Face that I absolutely love. I'll put a link to that in the description up here. I don't know, I'll figure out after I do the editing. And now then what we're gonna do is we're gonna top that off with some ginger beer, all right? So this is gonna have some really nice, bright flavors to go along with that smokiness. So I'm really interested to see how this bad boy comes out. All right, let's go ahead. Top that off, yeah, basically like around 2 ounces, all right? And then the next thing I'm gonna do is garnish it with one last little piece, which is a dehydrated pineapple. Let's just stick this right over here. Let's stick it right there, there we go. And there we have it, folks, our Tiger Lily cocktail. All right, well, there we have it, folks, our 3 Mezcal cocktails. Now let's go ahead and give all these bad boys a sippy sip because they smell good and they look good. So I'm really interested to see if they taste good, all right? Push this to the side. Now the first thing we're gonna do is try the King's Ransom. Let's go ahead and just give it a little lick of the rim there, which is that chili lime salt, right? Which, I mean, that stuff tastes absolutely delicious. Now let's see what the cocktail's all about. Oh, that is freaking delicious. Now look, this is definitely just one of those last word riffs, which last word is one of my favorite modern cocktails. That chili lime salt adds an incredible amount of complexity to the cocktail. It's so worth it if you can find that. Make it, whatever the case might be, but with the smokiness of the cocktail, it's just unbelievable. This is fantastic. Oh, that is ace. That is ace. So good. The elderflower adds just enough sweetness to kind of mellow out the spiciness and the smokiness from the other, and the herb, even the herbaliness from all the other ingredients. It kind of mellows it all out. It evens it all out. That is the bomb. That is so good. All right, so the next thing we're gonna try is we're gonna try the Rising Sun cocktail. Now this is Mezcal, grapefruit, what do we got? Lime and maraschino with a pinch of salt. All right, let's go ahead and give this a sip too. Oh, that is nice. That is absolutely nice. I am little. Oh man, ooh, that's nice. That actually develops. The maraschino and the mezcal, man, those are playing really well together. The nuttiness and the smokiness really they're bouncing off each other really well. This is delish. Yeah, I feel like I'm losing the grapefruit in this, but the maraschino and the mezcal are just delicious together. The saltiness, the little additional salt actually helps brighten the cocktail up a little bit. I wish the grapefruit was a little more pronounced, but this is still a really delicious cocktail, right? Now, the last cocktail we're gonna try is our little fancy schmancy one over here called the Tiger Lily. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a straw before I Sip it, all right? I'm gonna just stir it up a little bit, just to make sure all the ingredients blended up, all right? There we go. Let's go ahead and give this bad boy a sippy sip. Oh. That's, hold on a second. Oh, that is freaking delicious. That is delicious. These are 3 amazing cocktails, guys. This is all good. And you know what the crazy part is, guys? I'm not the biggest fan of smoky cocktails, but these are all done so well. There's an amazing amount of balance where the smokiness complements it. It doesn't overpower it. These are all fantastic in three very different ways. This is a poolside sipper. This is a, you know, I had a long day at the at the office sipper here. And this is just a nice cocktail. You go out for a drink at a bar and you want something that's not gonna be too crazy, but it's gonna be nice and have enough complexity. These are 3 different cocktails, but they're all delicious. Super happy with these guys. So I strongly suggest you get yourself some mezcal, get some of the rest of these ingredients here, and make yourself 3 delicious cocktails for Cinco de Mayo or for any day of the year. All right, folks, look, if you like this video, please press like, please subscribe, and please share with your family and friends, because remember, sharing is caring, and when life gives you lemons, folks, make yourself a cocktail. Cheers.